Good morning, Griffin students. Your counselors are here with Fast Forward Friday. It's the last one before break, and we really hope everyone has a great break. And we'll thank everyone at the end and thank teachers right now for everything you've done up until this point and everything we're going to be doing the rest of the year. The counselors are just amazed at everything the teachers can do. But for today, we want to focus on creating a positive environment, not only over break, but over the next several years and the rest of your career, and how that looks in certain areas where you can create, positive energy and positive situations for both you and the people around you. So Dr. Richardson will get us started off with the class discussion, and we'll go from there.
All right. Welcome everyone to Fast Forward Friday. So here's the class discussion for today. And the word is wellness. And that's been a big topic this year. And it's something that we all feel is very vital. And that word is wellness. And what does wellness mean to you? This will be really interesting to see your understanding of what wellness means. So as a class, you can stop the video and you can go around the room and discuss what wellness means to you. Okay, welcome back. So the next one we want to do is, how does gratitude fit into wellness? And this is the season for us to be thinking about things that we're grateful for. And how does having a grateful attitude or being grateful, how does that fit in to wellness? And so discuss that among yourselves, or you can write it in your journal. I hope you guys are we all hope that you're keeping a journal. That it's something you can refer back to years away. I actually kept a journal when I was in middle school, and I refer back to it all. It's funny, I refer back to it and I can see things that I used to think then that I may or may not think today. So it's really fun to go back and look at your journals and your writings.
I second that, Dr. Richardson. I have some writings from middle school and elementary school, and it is amazing to see how much we've changed and grown. It is something special. So what we're going to look at today is called the Wheel of Wellness. And these are all areas that, if we can put our focus and effort into how to be a positive, create a positive environment around each little slice, it really all comes together. And, as a human, it'll put you in a better spot. So this can be for you, for students. It's really for every and anybody. So I'll start us off with generosity. Generosity this time of year especially can make you feel good on the inside. When you're helping others, whether it's, helping extra chores around the house, whether it's with grocery shopping, there's a lot of situations where you can help out your family. You can help out, siblings, you can help out friends. There's a lot of things you can do for others that it not only benefits the person you're helping, but it really does help you also feel good on the inside.
So I'm going to start out and I'm going to talk about family support. And I love the word support because all of us have members of the family, and we all have certain members that are more supportive to others. And this is a definite asset for you. So my encouragement for you guys is to seek out more of that family support, especially when they're older and they're positive, and it's just a really good way to bounce ideas off of, or life off of.
I want to add one thing to that family support. Let's remember we're a Griffin family. So your teachers are here to support you, your counselors, your administrators. We're all family. So you can rely on us too to help. I'm going to go next with spirituality, which doesn't have to necessarily be religion, but I hope that everyone is taking time to appreciate, where we are in life. Even if we're in a really tough spot, we're moving forward. Okay. And, this can be a good one to practice with your family, and, get together and, be thankful. So, this can be a very good one when it comes to keeping your mind in a positive place.
Yes. And positive friends. We can't always pick our families, but we can pick our friends. And my encouragement to you is for you to look at your friendships and seek out those positive friends, those ones that encourage you to do your best, the ones that encourage you to strive and challenge yourself in a positive direction. Because your friends are such a huge influence upon you that I want you to encourage you to take a leadership role in that, in finding and seeking out positive friends so you can all better yourselves.
That's a good one. Medical access. This one can be tough for you students to determine on your own. This kind of does rely on your household and being able to support you. But if we are injured physically, having access to medical access is very important. So if we have a broken arm, we get it fixed. And that puts us on a better, recovery in our mind and our body, that we're getting fully healthy. I know I broke my hand last year, and it did affect my mental health. It was harder to do things. It took me longer, and I got frustrated. So having access to all kinds of medical support is important. And there's different ways to look at that. So, I think that one kind of speaks for itself, students. We want to get you on the road to recovery. So don't think too much about that one. But I'll let Dr. Richardson go again.
All right, mentors. As Mr. McCaffrey said, you also have Griffin as a family, and we are full of mentors. Our hope is that you find someone to seek out and to be a positive mentor. I know all the teachers at Griffin, you are our bright lights, and you are what gets us through this really challenging time. And we all hope that we can be the same for you. And virtual students, please, we are all still here for you. So please reach out. We want to be part of your mentor family. So, and that mentors are so important. I have lots of mentors. Lots of my friends are all actually some mentors too. So a mentor is basically somebody who supports you and encourages you and gives you ideas and sees your strengths and helps you to learn how to play on those strengths so you can have a bright future.
Absolutely. And a big one we've heard a lot about, because the situation we're in is mental health. And the strongest word I can use for this is we need to develop a growth mindset, which plays into any kind of failure, any kind of setback, or something you wish you could do or wish you had. A growth mindset allows you to keep pushing through, because students, we need y'all to push through. We need y'all to reach out and ask for help, which plays into mental health as well. We need y'all to let people know what's going on, and that's why your counselors are here. But trying to develop a growth mindset, so when we come up against obstacles, that we understand we can get through them, because we are very strong and powerful as humans, as students, as Griffin students. Your support is all around you, and hopefully using this wheel of wellness, we can create little things to stay positive.
The last asset or the last strength on this wheel is healthy activities. And I know a lot of this has changed because of the pandemic. You can't do, basketball, the different sports might be a little bit different, but healthy activities, sports is something that is really helps you grow and develop that team and that mentality and it's just a lot of fun. Other healthy activities include just taking care of yourself, that physical part where you maybe can do jumping jacks at home, or you can do something in your home, push-ups or just different things. But it's really a lot about eating healthy, trying to eat more fruits and vegetables, taking care of yourself, drinking water, maybe not as much soda, but more water, and keeping yourself hydrated. That is one of the most important parts. Keeping hydrated, plays a huge part in mental health. So these are just some really good suggestions take the time, guys, to look over this wheel, see if there's some that you're doing well, and maybe some that you might want to work on over the break. For example, I always am wanting to encourage those healthy activities for me, drinking more water, eating healthy. Those are things that is a little bit of a challenge for me sometimes. And it's something that every day is a new day. Every day I get up and say, today I'm going to drink more water. So anyway, just wanted to throw that in there.
So we have a video, a very motivational video, and Dr. Richardson, I'm gonna kind of take control here a little bit. So we're actually gonna ask teachers to play this video on their own screen, because we know sometimes there's a lag when we play it, and then it kind of streams through the recording onto the teacher stream. So teachers, will send this link in the email. And please, as you watch this YouTube video, you can pause it here. And I hope it's not too much to ask. You can have this one open as well, and then you play this video. But also, students, I think it's important to look at the YouTube channel, the page. We've had it before when we've done this. It's a very motivational page, and I want everyone to try and check it out over break to stay motivated. It's very good. So with our career journals, we're gonna ask you to go ahead and write down each of these words. So all 8 of them, and you can just list them in any order you want. Okay. And then we want to take a minute and think about your future as a student as you go through middle school. And next year, some of y'all going, or no, well, some of y'all when you go into high school, and place a number next to the ones in order of importance. So whichever one you think is the most important for you and your wellness, put a 1 next to it. And then a 2 next to the one that you think is the second most important, and then all the way down to 8. And if you put an 8 next to one, you're not saying it's not important, but maybe that's, you feel that you have that one under control and it's not as important to you to work on. So, look through it, think through it, and then let's try and just, for your sake, put them in, or place a number next to them, and, see if the ones you can work on, or see which ones that are important to you. And then teachers, at the end, if you wouldn't mind, seeing if any students are willing to share. I know some of this can be personal, but it would be great to hear from some students.
All right, so in your career journal, we asked you pick 3 of these. And you in your journal, you just simply answer the question. For example, mental health. And the question is, how do you handle stress, failure? And honestly, guys, I'll just answer this real quickly. For me, when I'm stressed, I just pause, take a second, and try to reshift my thinking. One of the things that I've been really focusing on lately is identifying when I'm having a negative thought. And I realize, wow, that's really all or nothing thinking, or that's really labeling. And I'll think about that. And that really helps me to exchange the negative thought to a positive thought.
So as we go through this list, teachers, you can leave this on the board. And if students have any questions, or if they can't see the board, maybe you can read them out to them. But we are going to go on to the next slide. So if you want to pause here, you can have this slide up for a few minutes while students write. So we'll go on to the last slide. Our closing circle of discussion. Teachers, we were hoping to have a couple students share one of the answers from the previous slide, the wellness wheel, and hopefully that sparks a little discussion. And the most important thing is we hope everyone has a safe, relaxing, and joyful break. Thank you all very much.
You have a wonderful break.